Smile, pretty boy. Gotta be on camera today. Doing an interesting situation that I'm going back down to San Diego. And there's a guy that you ever see that guy that dresses up like a janitor and then picks up all that weight? Well, I guess his manager reached out to me and said that they'll be shooting down in San Diego at the compound. They'd love to have me down, so I'm just gonna be one of the characters. It's all scripted and stuff. It's all for show, but it's still pretty funny. So cleaning it up and then heading down. No hair. Listen up. So people ask me all the time, hey, how do you get your teeth so white? Okay. Well, first they're real. I have had Invisalign, but what I use, baking soda. Probably about 2 or 3 times a week. Baking soda on the toothbrush, boom. What's up, girl? Key. All right, made it down here to San Diego. Alicia drove the entire trip. It's only like 45 minutes. I was on a call and doing some work. Dropped the kids off with their friends. Back here in beautiful San Diego and headed down to the compound to get some lifts in. Stand by. All right, we're here. We came down to San Diego. Met a couple of the old homies that I used to run into all the time over at TG, the gym in PB, Pacific Beach. We got Big Eddie over here behind me if you can see him. And yeah, I guess we're all just staging, waiting, getting pumped while we wait to shoot some content with this dude. But I guess we all got hit up, so pretty cool. We'll find out what happens. Let's go. You can see him over here. Let me see if I can see him. I'll zoom in on for you. So you guys have probably seen that dude plenty of times on social media, and this is how they roll it. Stage the whole thing. Behind the scenes. We heard it here first. Just got off my coaching call. And one of the topics I talked about on this call specifically was about, they were like, man, one of the guys brought up, I have a lot of military veterans, right? And they brought up, our infantry experience, our military experience really shaped and helped us prepare for entrepreneurship because you got to do exactly what I just showed you, improvise, adapt, and overcome. And it is ingrained in us, and the chaos and the shit that'll happen as an entrepreneur. And you can have deals that are about to close and business opportunities and connections and the best person in the world that's helping you with your company, and then they quit or they cheat on you or they take your money or whatever it is, right? They cheat you out of a deal, not cheat on you. Well, but so you're pretty ingrained to this chaos, to working in chaos. The military is very good at that, especially the Marine Corps, and especially I'm sure all infantry. One of the guys is an Army infantry dude. And but I will say this, and one of the lessons I did talk about was the more you mature, the more your business matures, is it's easy to seek that chaos unintentionally, right? There are many times in my business where I would unintentionally seek the chaos. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, everything was going good. It's slowly moving. It's scaling. Things are fluid. Now I have a little bit of time. And you know what I think in my head? I say, my damn, something we could do more. Pour gas in the fire. We could start another business. We should market more. We should burn it down, put your back against the wall, because as an entrepreneur, that's where you start. You're like, I got to put my back against the wall. But then I put my back against the wall. Well, so many reps, and there's only so many times you can put your back against the wall where you realize you're just causing stress and tearing your business apart, and you're freaking your business venture ends up looking like the damn stock market charts every single freaking week, every single month, every single year, when in reality, it's going to look like that because of life and business itself. You don't have to cause the chaos at the beginning. Speed, intensity, back against the wall mentality, but there will be phases in your life and in business and entrepreneurship where you have to go and say, hey, you know what I need to do? I need to everything's going good. Let's get 6 months worth of expenses into the business. Just cash, set it there, put it in a savings account for that company. Let's get things going. Things are moving smoothly. Let's just up the budget on the marketing. Maybe get another salesperson. Let's go back and make sure the training is good. Tidy things up. Get the business running and operating how it should be, and slowly start to move it and grow it. Because if you start to go, I'm going to start this thing and that thing and this thing and buy this, and my explanation on this when we talked on this call was like, there was a time where I was pouring so much gas in the fire, I was dumping so much money into back new properties, into my businesses, that I looked at the cash accounts and I'm like, bro, if we have a problem, we're fucked, you know? And so I didn't have to do that, but I did think I had to do that. I thought I had to do that. And I was like, well, this is how business works. You just keep grinding it out like this. And I would make decisions from a place of scarcity, or a place of scarcity of not growing the company, right? And then I would do it, and then I'd put ourselves in a position where I was like, damn, now I'm fighting from this position. I'm using military terms intentionally. I'm fighting from this position out to win, and because if I don't win, I'm going to die. And that's a really good scenario when you're starting out. But if you can fight from a position of confidence and calm and collectiveness, that's usually the best fighter, right? That's the best warrior. That's the person that really owns the battlefield. Someone that knows they got QRF, which is Quick Reaction Force. Somebody that knows that they got helos and they got fire support and they got all this. They own the battlefield and they make different decisions based on confidence and based on stability. Same with business. You know, if you got cash in the accounts, you're ready to go and attack. When opportunity comes up, what I've learned, when opportunity comes up, you can take advantage of it. But you can't take advantage of opportunity if you're always living in scarcity, if you're depleting your accounts. And so there will be a time in your entrepreneurial journey where you need to make sure you're operating and fighting from a place of, can I sleep at night? The older entrepreneurs, my mentors, said that the thing that they did when they started to get into that realm was, can I sleep at night? Can I sleep at night? And that's a good way to judge it. You know, there's times where I couldn't pay bills and I could not sleep at night. There were times where I had to make decisions and I could not sleep at night. There are times where I knew we had to get something sold and I needed it to close in order to sleep at night. And those are not good things to carry out through your years. I'm 39 years old, and I'll tell you, my entrepreneurial years, as you get older and the business gets older and gets more mature, you need to fight from a position of strength, not a position of scarcity. And so knowing when to put your back against the wall and what phase you're in, versus being too comfortable, which is dangerous as well, versus fighting from a position of confidence is totally different, okay? And then one last lesson, and we can talk about this in another YouTube video, is surrounding yourself with people that make, because what happens is you hit a level of success, and I was scared to get complacent. That's the opposite of what I just said, right? I was scared to get complacent, so I needed to keep pushing. But when you surround people with the lifestyle they have is astronomically different from your lifestyle financially. The things they spend money on, just $1,000 dinner is a normal thing. Having somebody drive my boat's a normal thing. When you think from these positions, you surround yourself with people that live those types of life. That is how you continue to live a beautiful life and push yourself without putting your back against the wall.